Could have everybody go to their seats and we'll go ahead and get started. First of all, I would like to thank everyone for being here today. I mean, it's a huge day for our program and for Anderson, of course, and his family. For those of you guys that don't know, Anderson's coming to play baseball at Mount St. Mary's, which is a Division I baseball program. And the road, guys, to be a commit in any sport at Division I level, it requires a lot. Hard work, training, so many hours go into it. You have to have a drive. You have to have help along the way, which I know Anderson has with his parents, Aaron and Aaron. I hope I got that right. But they're great people, great family. And, you know, this is only my second year in Whitney, and I feel blessed to be here and to have these kids in the program. Because what you find out really quick when you take over a program is, A, who's dedicated, who can you count on, and who do you want to be the faces and lead your program. And from day one, it was really, really clear to me that Anderson was going to be one of those guys. To say the word dedicated doesn't do it justice, because I've only had a handful of kids in 20 years that have worked at that level, that want it that bad. And it's a competition. There's so many kids out there that have this dream, and very few of them are willing to put in the work that it takes. And I can say with 100% confidence, Anderson's done that. He's done everything he possibly can to be the best baseball player he can be. For us, last year, he was a first-team all-district outfielder, and for our team, he was our offensive MVP. And I know his freshman year in Tennessee, you were all-state, correct? All-state player. And going into his senior year, my expectation for him would be, hey, let's be the offensive MVP of the district, because I think he's capable of that. Introduced right here is EJ, his brother, mother Aaron, Anderson himself, and then father Aaron. Next, I want to invite some of our coaches to come up and talk and just kind of share some of the memories and things that they have. So I'll let Coach Townsend come up here next.
You know, it's not very often when you're able to coach an athlete like Andy. I know you guys see it when we're in off season, and I really don't have to get on to Andy to get to work. You know, he's always in the weight room pushing himself, pushing others, doing the right thing, and then staying after and putting in extra work. It doesn't matter. After our 4-hour baseball practices, he's still in the cages through the night, putting in the work. You've earned this, and I'm very proud of you. But the work doesn't stop, right? The game is going to get more complex, it's going to get harder, but your dedication to the sport, your love for it, is going to carry you through. So keep working, and congratulations.
Just before Coach Sony comes up, just to piggyback on that, I mean, we did baseball workouts in season in the mornings, and usually I'm trying to get in there and get to class by, 7:30, 7:40. And every day, as soon as we're done, most 90% of the kids, they're up and out the door like I'm going to get breakfast. And I got to look over there, and Cooper and Andy are over there trying to get extra sets done. Or they're going to do this. It's always a little extra. And even between them, they compete a little bit. But you talk about two guys that are just going to go above and beyond. We got Coach Sony.
First off, congratulations. It's a huge accomplishment. See some of you sitting up there that have the same aspirations. And one thing that it took, and we talked about it as a staff, and in the short time that he's been here, there hadn't been a person that I know of on this campus that's outworked him. You always see him in the weight room. You see him, you hear the bat going after practice, in the off season. He's always putting in that extra effort, and that certainly paid off for you, sir. You're dependable in the classroom. You learn at a high level. You play at a high level. And those are the kind of things that put you in a situation where you are right now. Now, I haven't coached him in baseball. I worked with him in off season, worked with him in the summer from the athletic standpoint. But one thing that I really noticed about this young man is his faith. And I think that sometimes that goes under the radar. But he's worked with my son during summer school, vacation Bible school. He's a huge attribute at the church. People look up to you there, and just being able to see you around the church, around the neighborhood and everything like that. I know that means a lot to this community, and especially that community out in White Bluff. So from everybody that's here, from White Bluff, everybody on the campus, I want to say congratulations, and we look forward to you doing great things.
Next, we'll have Coach Hightower.
First off, congratulations, Andy. They've all said it, guys. And there's nobody it's my 8th year at Whitney, and I have not seen you and Cooper. Okay, I don't want to discount Cooper, but you two guys work harder in this program than anybody I've seen in the 8 years I've been here. Right? You guys put in more hours after school, after practice, on your own. Okay, and your commitment to the sport of baseball does not go unnoticed. Right? You talked about giving back to the church. I kind of want to talk about giving back to the younger guys, because you've got a group of kids up there that came to watch you sign. I think that's pretty special, man. These dudes look up to you. Okay, you have a lot of kids in this program that look up to you, right? And thank you for leading the right way. Okay, that's huge in your short amount of time that you've been here, the amount of impact you've had on the younger generation already. I know I got to coach you 1 year, and for those of you that don't know, he was hurt the majority of his sophomore year. And this dude about wore me out, asking me to hit him fungos before the game every time, even though he knew he wasn't going to play. He was off to the side. He'd like, hey, come hit me some fungos, and my shoulder about fell off from hitting fungos so much that year. So again, congratulations. It's a huge accomplishment for you, but it's all because of your work ethic and all the time and effort you put into this. Right? You earned it. Okay, congratulations.
100%, kid. You earned it. Now I'll invite Rhett Massey, who coaches Anderson in the summer. You guys, baseball is a year-round deal.
Well, I think kind of the recurring theme here is how dedicated and how much Andy obviously is working year-round, really. I think that one of the big things that would say how dedicated he truly is, I mean, we're up in the DFW area, so he's driving to practice week over week. It's an hour-and-a-half drive plus every single time. The one story that I wanted to tell, I'll make it real quick. We were playing out in South Carolina this past summer in an event, and we had a collision in the outfield. We were kind of thin that weekend, and Andy's ankle was jacked up pretty bad. And he's jacked up, he can barely run, he's walking, and we're facing a Clemson commit on the mound, so a kid who could really bring it on the mound. And Andy gets in the box and laces a single off the kid, and he has to kind of run to first base, kind of like Kirk Gibson back in the day. And that to me told me all I needed to know about Andy. And so like nobody could ever say anything to me that would ever kind of take away from that, because that kid worked so hard. He would do anything we ever asked. I'm incredibly proud to have been a small part in his journey. The kid works harder than everybody else out there. You can look at the kid and kind of realize that, right? And so I'm incredibly proud of him. He's got a great family, great support system, which obviously helped get you here. So congratulations.
All right, Mrs. Hensley would like to come up and say her congratulatory speech.
Over the past few years, I've had the privilege of getting to know Anderson a little bit, and I agree with the coaches. There's no doubt he's going to have success on the field, which is going to be a vehicle for him to have success off the field. He is the model of a student athlete. You've heard dedicated over and over. That is in the classroom as well as on the field. His servant heart is evident. He's so patient with others and kind to people and expecting nothing in return. I have no doubt that that's going to carry him far in life, not just through college, but throughout. So congratulations, Anderson, and we're so proud of you.
Now we're going to hear from Anderson's dad, Mr. Aaron Franklin.
I just wanted to take just a quick minute and on behalf of my family, Aaron and EJ and myself, we just want to say thank you all for coming out today. I know everybody's busy, you have other places you could be, but thank you for being here, being a part of this celebration. I want to say thank you to the coaches and all of Anderson's teammates, past and present. Thank you guys for pushing Anderson, encouraging him, and making him to be the best player he could be. I want to say thank you to his classmates and his teachers and administrators. Thank you all for being here today as well. And also, I just want to say thank you to all the White Bluff Chapel folks that came out today. Thank you guys for being here as well. Baseball can be a grind. If you play the game, you know that. There's ups and downs, there's mountain peaks, and there's also times in the valley. And Anderson's had all those. He's had some great experiences, and he's also had some pretty lows. But through that, I think the thing that makes us the most proud is his faith. And I appreciate Coach Tona mentioning that because it's real, and it's something that's helped carry him through the good times and the bad times. And we're all going to have those times, good times and bad times in our life. We know that God has a plan and God has a purpose, and through those good times and bad times, God is always at work. And so we know that for Anderson, he's just getting started. His best days are still ahead. God has a great plan and a great purpose. We're excited to see that unfold and to play out. And so as parents, we couldn't be prouder. And as some, we know you're going to do great things in the days to come. So if you would, give it up for my son one time.
To conclude, kind of put a bow on it. I mean, after hearing from the other coaches and Miss Hensley, Aaron, Andy, I hope you know you are well loved and respected around here. I mean, you've earned it. I mean, your work ethic, your drive. I mean, it really does. It inspires others, and it should. We all love you. We all want the best for you. And this season, dude, let's go make school history. You hear me? Right now, that will conclude the ceremony. We're going to stick around and like some of the varsity baseball guys and some of Andy's friends, if you want to come down and get a picture or whatever, you're more than welcome to. Thank you. Oh, my fault. I jumped the gun. We actually do need to sign the piece of paper so he can commit to play college baseball. All right, y'all come down and get some pictures.